Hey guys, it's Scher talking and I'm back for another video on this channel. This time we'll be giving a look on the new weapons that came together with this new banner, the banner with Supreme, Deity, Odin and Wylfred. These new characters are good. I will do a review on them separately because I want to use a new format. But I want to talk about the weapons in a different video, so this don't get too long and you get to understand more of these weapons as well. So, well, let's just click on the Divine Weapon traits. First, these two characters here, Supreme Deity Odin doesn't have a weapon designed for him on this event, but Avenger sword is both an artifact and also a weapon that you can summon from the event. When you come from the artifact, you get Wylfred, and if it comes just not on the artifact, it's an equipable weapon and the best weapon to be equipped on Wylfred or some other characters as well. This weapon here is very good. The first thing we need to talk about is that this weapon here is from the 4th generation of weapons. I'm not so sure why if everyone else calls it by generations, but the first generation was the one that we started with 1.6k attack. The second one was with 1.92k attack. Then we got some with 2.4 attack, and now we have those with 2.5k attack and plus. So this is the 4th generation on my account. And the statuses are the highest so far that we got in the game. And the max defense and max defense is not are average, but still helps a lot. The thing that we need to see here is the physical guard hate is not that high, but still on average hate. And the first thing I need to talk about the damage here is that I think I told you guys that the damage from this weapon was the same as Severe, but I was wrong. We had some problem with the translation, and extreme damage is actually higher than severe, and it's actually beyond 25% increase with the extreme damage compared to severe. So this is the first weapons we got in the game with this damage. It's a step beyond. It will make a lot of difference right now, but this is the 1st generation. We will be getting more weapons with extreme damage as well. So the extreme damage is very high, especially by using the correct element. And this weapon is like I said, the signature weapon for Wylfred. And why it is, I will show you guys the passive from Wylfred. Wylfred gets more purification gauge when he's attacked. So this weapon here has a passive, you can see here on hostility aura, the green rune passive. So I'll turn off here and show you that the passive skill here is called Negativity Wave and draws more enemy attacks with activation rate of 100%. So he will be drawing more enemy attacks, and he can be used with characters like Arngreen. But Wylfred is not exactly made for taking damage. He's not a tank. So this helps you because of his passive, and especially on the 3rd turn, because he also could get more status on the 3rd turn. But this will be better to feel it when using on a tank type of character. Some would say this weapon is better used with L, because L doesn't have a way to draw more enemy attacks, and she can heal when she's guarding. Well, this is true, but not exactly true as well, because the guard hate for this weapon is not high, it's only physical, but only 21%. The element is dark, L is from the holy element. L also increases the holy action skill damage. She won't be able to increase it because it's a dark weapon. And also it will... this is other things. The one good thing that you could use is just use a holy weapon as a first weapon with your L, and then use this as a sub weapon to just get and draw more enemy attacks. But the effectiveness is halved, so this won't be that good. Gloria also lacks this type of stuff, but Gloria is from fire element. She also won't get the plus damage from the correct element being used. So this is usable for people without the orb from these characters, but still not as good because it will only work well with sub weapons. So the other thing that we need to talk is that this will get more drops on the second part of the Wylfred event. It's called a Sheen of Darkness Fragment. You get 25 plus drops every run that you do in any dungeon. And also this weapon can be evolvable to Legendary Evolution. And I think this weapon here, just as a final note, is important because it doesn't get old because of the passive. Even if it's not full passive, the draw more enemy attacks is very important to have, and if you can stack this to a character like Klaus or On-Green, even as a sub, it will help. And if you want to use some other character as a off-tank, this will work just as well. Because you can use 2 characters drawing more enemy attacks, and your other 2 characters can be like sorcerers, and they won't be hit by single enemy target. Okay, so well, let's give a look on the last weapon. It's called Dragonian Halberd. This is the signature weapon for Aelia. Aelia is not on the summon. We got her from free from the Wagner looking bonus. And this weapon is also from the 4th generation, and it has probably the highest max physical attack in the game. It's very, very high. The max defense is very high as well, but the mag defense is low, but it's always low for this type of weapon. It also deals extreme amount of damage, fire damage, because the weapon is from fire. And it's very, very high damage. The passive skill here is different. This time improves critical hit rate by 3% at the start of the battle. The thing here is that Aelia doesn't have a way to increase her critical hit rate besides her potential force. She doesn't have any passive skill that increases it further. So giving 3% on the start of the battle, it will help her a lot to just get more damage, because she has a critical damage plus with her passive, but not a critical hit rate plus. Okay, so this was made for her. It's just her signature weapon, but it still won't make her hit as much critical hits as we would want it. One other character that can use this weapon, and it's perfectly fine to use, is Styla, because Styla heals when she does critical hits. And well, she also has another way to raise her critical hit chances, and this will just be a plus, so this affects her even more than Aelia in my opinion. But the damage is just so high when you get to do some critical hit damage, it will be just fine. With Aelia, if you manage to do a critical hit of her purification attack by using her limited skill, you see very high numbers, but we still don't have Aelia's orb to make this the best choice we have. Okay, this weapon can also be evolvable to legendary evolution, and I think this is worth. Okay, this probably will get more critical hit when it gets to legendary evolution. So that's it, guys. Both weapons are good, but they are still the first of their generations. We can expect to see more strong weapons in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you haven't, and we see each other on the next video. Bye!